Girls, how you doing? Let's do another pick a card. Today is going to be what do they wish they could tell you. So that could be quite interesting, triggering, goes without saying. So stay cool, it's just tarot as I always say. So let's do two piles, let's develop, and let's have a major arcana as we always do, right? I know. Let's go. 1, 2, 1, 2. Pile number 1, what do they wish they could tell you? 9 of Cups. 5 of Pentacles, Page of Cups. My goodness, they have a lot to say, but they're a bit timid about it because there's a lot. They would like to say, or they wish they could tell you that you are a wish granted. You are everything they could dream of or wish for. Seriously. So they would like to be face to face with you, take you maybe for lunch or something and tell you all about it. They have a lot to say. They're a bit timid about it, or maybe they want to apologize as well because maybe they didn't conduct themselves very well because they couldn't really maybe say the whole intensity of the feeling for you the first time around. It's very possible they're trying to hide it because it feels to me that they were focusing on something else or somebody else, but they had that knowing about you. They knew from the minute they met you that you were special. You were very intense, but they could not maybe give you what you wanted because they had somebody else. They had that distraction, I would say. In the meantime, they always thought of you regardless. You're always in the back of their head and the back of their heart as well. So that's maybe what they want to say. They wish they could tell you that. So let's have more information, but it's already very beautiful. Yeah, you kind of know. It's not a secret for you neither. I think you both know that your connection is intense. You both know, but you sit on it because maybe the situation is not allowing this connection to be just for the time being. And that's all right, because you know that eventually they will get together. So you have that knowing, that intuition. You can read them, you see through them. So it's not like they need to tell you something, but they feel like they want to tell you something. But yeah, absolutely. They have butterfly in the belly for you. They keep you at bay with that sword. They keep you at a distance. They may have been defensive at times, may have been a bit brutal with their wording because they didn't know how to handle that situation, the intensity of you and what they felt for you, particularly if they were already on paper with someone else. So they couldn't allow themselves to do this. So they kept the appearances or tried to, but deep inside they're burning for you with love. So that's what they wish they could tell you, all their feelings. Yeah, they manifested you, you're manifesting them. So maybe they might say they're not unhappy, but if they were that happy, they would have not manifested you altogether. So in my opinion, you know, that's it, period. You know what I'm saying? It's quite straightforward here. Yeah. So with that intensity as well, to inflame, 11-11 for once is enormous. So they wish they could tell you that you are it. They wish they could tell you they would like to marry you, and they wish that they marry you instead of somebody else. And they wish that one day they will marry you, because it's obvious that you two end up together. Wow, that is intense, okay? Ooh, okay, so let's have a major arcana. Do we need a major arcana? My goodness. Okay, let's have a look. What do we have? The Hierophant. Yeah, it's written. It's written, the big boss upstairs, whatever you want to call it, think that you are a good idea. So when that big boss upstairs, as I call it, push you forward, then you just follow, you right? Because this is it. It's meant to be. It's written, and that is absolutely stunning. Wow, massive. Okay, so pile number 2, what do they wish they could tell you? 3 of Wands, the Sun, the Star. Oh my God, this is, oh my goodness. I thought the first pile was amazing, but this one is even more. So they know from the minute they met you, you are the final destination regardless. Regardless if there's a problem, if there's this distance, if there's some separation or whatever it is, a different of religion, age gap, or whatever, you name it, doesn't really matter because you end up together. You have the best card of the old deck, the Sun. So you end up together because you are the inner child connection for each other. So you can be absolutely yourself with each other. You are free to be yourself. And that's rare when you can allow yourself to be like that. So they wish they could tell you that you are absolutely a ray of sunshine for them. And they feel free to be themselves. And they find, they allow themselves to be real with you. They don't need to be a provider. They don't need to pretend. They don't need to, you know, whatever, to keep the appearances. With you, they can just be themselves. How relaxing, isn't it? The star, yeah, you are absolutely showing to them the light at the end of the tunnel. They might still be stuck in the tunnel, but at least they know where the exit is, which direction they have to go. So they know that you are splendid. You balance them as well with their emotion, because they know you're here. And when they have a bad day, they just have to think of you and they feel already better, because they know there's going to be a beautiful ending at some point. Okay, so let's have more information on this one. So yeah, they're probably stuck with a karmic. Absolutely. They may have seen you first as an attraction. Of course, you're gorgeous. But the thing is, they realize very soon that no, they don't have an obsession about you. They're actually realizing that they're with the wrong connection altogether. They have a codependency that could be with someone else. That could be codependency to work. That could be codependency to substances. It can be all kinds of things, okay? So now they're learning about well-being. They might also learn about legal matters. They have to grow as a person. Maybe they are also discussing you with someone else, and just to release all that, because I don't really know what to do with it. It's quite enormous. And so they have support from a friend and someone that also could advise them legally as well. But it's an idea of growing as a person. Very much important. Yeah. They feel like they miss the boat with you probably the first time around, and they don't want to miss it again. They feel depressed now because they don't want to carry on their life the way it is, and they wish to be with you and they wish they could tell you. So it's quite, you know, massive. Yeah. So they definitely see you as an example. You've been through a lot of things in life, but the way you conduct yourself is very elegant, and you open yourself to love regardless of everything that you've been through. So that's quite magnificent. So they know, yeah, you are the goal, and they're going to go in that direction regardless as well. So let's have a major arcana, because I think it's quite straight to the point here. So what do they wish they could tell you? Pile number 2. So wow, the Hangman. Yeah. They thought their life was going a certain way, and then with you, boom, everything transformed. Everything transformed. They changed their perspective. They changed their way of seeing life. What is important, what is not important. They completely transform the vision of themselves. Excuse me, George is here. We haven't had George for a while. I was missing that little thing. So yeah, they're changing totally. They're transforming, and they see you as a different option in a different ways and a different direction in their life. It's not just as an option, because you're not an option. You are it. So they have to admit that to themselves, and maybe as well find a way to make it happen for real. On this note, have a beautiful day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Mwah. Ciao.